if you're not fired up to play in the Super Bowl, then I don't know what else can make you get any more fired up.
Super Bowl 55 will be underway. Pass to Gronkowski. He's going to score a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski's got 2 today. Big time pressure on Mahomes. Antonio Brown dives low to make this catch. The Chiefs try to regroup. They are down 21-6 at halftime. To the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. There's nothing the Chiefs can do. There will be no repeat. Bucks win the Super Bowl. Tom Brady, you are the man. You are the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
All right, the champ is here. We now welcome in Bucks linebacker, now Super Bowl champion, Lavonte David. Lavonte, first of all, huge congratulations. What a game that was on Sunday. Really, the Bucks did the unthinkable. I don't think anybody expected that the Chiefs would be unable to score 0 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. But hey, you and your D, you pulled it off. So how were you able to do that?
Thank you guys for having me first and foremost. And that Super Bowl champion got a nice ring to it behind my name. You know, I like the sound of that.
It does.
But, you know, all in all, man, it was a great game plan put together by Coach Bowles and the staff. We had 2 weeks to game plan. We had 2 weeks to basically look at what we messed up on when we first played them and try to take away those things that we did give up. And we was able to do that. We was able to let our D-line go out there and rush and have fun. And everybody on the back end was and had great technique, great coverages. And we always talk about rush and coverage work together. And we was able to put together a great performance, in my opinion. And everybody was out there having fun. And that was the main thing that helped us get over it. We was just out there having fun and playing football like we know how to play.
You're part of the best linebackers group in the NFL. You look over here, there's Devin White. You look over here, there's Shaquille Barrett. There's you. And then you look at the front four. Vita Vea's back. And here's JPP. I mean, it's Ndamukong Suh. It's ridiculous what's on the front seven, and you were going up against an offensive line missing both offensive tackles. So when you look around and see the talent around you and the talent that you are, and you're looking at that Chiefs O-line, what are you thinking going into that game?
I mean, obviously, we licking our chops. We felt like we was on a hot streak throughout the whole playoffs. I feel like everybody was playing at a real high level. You know, it's unfortunate that those guys lost their offensive tackles, but you know, I guess it's a part of the game, man. You lose people through injury, but we was fortunate enough to have all our guys, and I mean, obviously, we feel like our guys was better than their guys, and we were just able to let them just go out there and hunt, man. They took advantage of that opportunity, and those guys were just out there dominating. I mean, we talked about it all practice. We gotta get as much pressure as we can on 15 to try to disrupt them as much as we can, and everything else will fall in place.
All right, so obviously a very talented line already, but what was the big change? What did you really feel in the shift in energy once Tom Brady arrived?
Oh, man, it was a big shift, especially when he first signed, when the news first broke. You know, he reached out to a lot of guys. He reached out to a lot of the veterans. He reached out to a lot of guys that's already on the roster. Just basically saying, man, he coming in to help us win the championship. And because that's something that he wanted to do, and that's definitely something that this program needed. You know, the past 8 years haven't been going well for us. We only had one winning season in the past 8 years. And this is our second winning season in 9 years. So he definitely wanted to come in and try to change that. You know, he knew he had the weapons to work with, and he knew he had the defense to work with. So we was able to get that done. Just his attitude, man, just his work ethic, his whole aura about him it's just different. And you felt like we could go places with this guy's our quarterback, obviously. And it showed up.
One way it manifested itself, I thought, Lavonte, was after that loss to the Bears, where Brady makes a mental error that you don't normally see, and he criticized the O-line. The one thing I was watching for the next week is these dudes are going to be on point next week. Does he address the defense too? Like, did you notice leadership in that moment? Because you guys came back and spanked a Packers team that wasn't losing at the time.
Yeah, most
especially
definitely.
Defensively.
Yeah, most definitely. He addressed the offense, and guys on defense addressed the defense. That's one thing about him. You know, he controlled what he controlled, and he controlled the offense, and he let the leads on defense control the defense. And the main thing he said, we can't beat ourselves, guys. We can't beat ourselves. Throughout that whole football game, it was just a lot of dumb, stupid errors that game as far as penalties and things like that.
We lose him?
Green Bay and such, like that with all those cleanses and stuff. We was able to, cancel all that out.
Speechless. All right. Yeah, Lavonte, thank you so much. Look, you have so much going on. You're speechless at this point. We're just going to go with that. But thank you so much again, Super Bowl champion Lavonte David. Thanks for joining First Take. And
Charlie.
He's a free agent this offseason, folks. So guess what? Oh, yeah.
Charlie, that's the killer. We got to get Lavonte David back because he's a free agent, and it is hard to keep Super Bowl champions together. But they can franchise guys. They can sign certain guys. Lavonte's been there for a long time. He's a great linebacker. He still seems to be, functioning on a very high level, but he is from Miami. Miami's got cap room. Miami is a couple, his future is the most interesting on the team. You figure them to retain their other free agents, but Lavonte in particular, his free agency future, I think, is the most interesting question heading into the Bucs offseason.
Okay, so Max, real quick, do you think he's going to stay with the Bucs or go elsewhere?
I think so. I think they got to keep this group together. I think they deserve a chance to defend their title. And Lavonte in particular is so identified with the team, it's hard to imagine them making another run at it and he's not on the team. But there will be suitors for his services, and they're going to come with cash.
Oh, they're definitely coming with cash. Super Bowl champion. Really no disputing how good this team is and every component on it. All right, we're going to leave it there because we have some basketball to get to. Matt talked about, absolutely, guys, he's in demand. Just like you said, Ryan, slide in those DMs. He knows his worth. All right, you guys got into this yesterday on First Take. Max, at least you did. The Cowboys, they released a hype video this week to pump up Cowboys Nation for the upcoming season. But there was one man nowhere to be seen. That was the supposed future of the franchise. Yet, we have to mention unsigned Dak Prescott. So since then, Derek Eagleton, the senior director of media and programming for the Dallas Cowboys, tweeted this. Quote, "This was simply an oversight that should have been caught and corrected by us. Anyone who's making it seem like Cowboys decision makers use social media videos to make statements doesn't understand or take the time to understand how it all works. Trust me, there's no story here." All right, Max, what do you think? Do you believe him when he says that there's no story here omitting Dak out of that hype video?
You ever see The Naked Gun? You guys are Charlie, Ryan, you ever see The Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Please disperse.